the G20 summit, and I am an activist now because I was put into this position because of what I witnessed.
That's my camera. It got broken just about a month ago. I was going to hand it into the OPRID, but they were going to confiscate it and not reimburse me for it and not return it as well. So it still works, but he did broke it. So the officer slapped it out of my hand for taking a picture of an officer that didn't have his mandatory ID badge. So I thought, you know what?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa!
I was going to file a complaint to the OPRID, but that was one of the things that was my decision not to file, because my camera gets taken away, and this is the only camera I got. You know, I don't got much money. I've used this. This was the same camera I used for the Ontario Public Works Act, for the ID check.
Everybody that comes through here, do you write down their information?
Listen, I need to see your ID.
It's not that you need to ID me.
Yes, I do.
This is out of hand. Of course I can show ID, but I refuse to.
I'm wearing that same hat from that summer. You know, it came out that the law was illegal, that there was no 5-meter rule.
The Public Works Protection Act and its pernicious regulatory offspring.
And that was a 1939 law that was used against Nazi sabotage. And they used that to violate the Canadian Charter of Rights. So if you went down there in the fences in that perimeter during the summer, they could arrest you for not showing identification. Well, I've been vindicated. I was there 3 days before the summit began, holding them to the mandate of what they were doing. I asked questions and I did what I thought was right, you know? So that's that same camera. I'm keeping this for a long time. You can try to break it, but you can't get rid of this camera. Now, I'm not handing it in. They want that as evidence. This is broken, but it still works.
Now, I've heard that YouTube user Wake Up to the NWO had his camera stomped actually at the G20. Was there any stomps or what?
No, it was more of a smackdown out of my hand. So, I mean, I didn't do anything illegal. I don't have a criminal record. This is the second time I've been accosted by an officer, you know. The first time was at my condominium when I had 12 of them come after me for supposedly loitering in front of my own condo where I live. And luckily we had the cameras in the building where I live, and that was able to capture the truth.
Some of them start running because I'm getting in the back of the condo here.
And that officer, he was in the wrong, you know. I've talked to other officers and they said, you know what, it wasn't right what he did. So, I mean, when they were, over 90 officers were disciplined for removing their badges during G20, and, you know, the chief of police has a rule. And that's why I was talking to the head of the SIU, the Police Oversight Committee, the OPRID, at the University of Toronto. I brought up that topic about badges being removed and how we have to have accountability. So from doing that a couple months before and going downtown and seeing an officer telling us, you know, one person's not allowed into an establishment, I said, hold on a second, he's not wearing a badge. So, you know, I just went up and took a picture, and then I'm the one that gets attacked. You know, that's exactly why we need pictures of officers that don't have badges, because when they do attack people, at least we have a documentation of it to show the real evidence, you know?
You are under arrest. Now, if you haven't heard me, I'll say it again. Crimes were committed against humanity. Innocent people were being arrested and detained.
I know some people don't like it. It's a loss of national sovereignty, but it is a simple reality. It is a simple reality.
What do we want? Public inquiry. When do we want it? Now! We've got some important questions here, Mr. Bill Blair.